Today our topic is drawn from 2 Kings chapter 5. It's entitled A Very Good Leader, the 10 qualities of a very good leader. And we are learning from Naaman the Syrian army commander. So Naaman the Syrian army commander is an honorable man. He has won several wars for his kingdom, the kingdom of Aram, and the king likes him a lot. He has found favor, but he has leprosy. So during one of their raids in Israel, they brought captive a young girl who now serves as a maid servant in the home of Naaman. She serves the wife of Naaman. So she tells the wife of Naaman that if only my master would go to the Israel nation, you'd find healing there, because there's a prophet there who can actually heal him of his leprosy. So Naaman listens and he takes action. So the first element of a very good leader is that he listens, and the second element of a very good leader is that he takes action. Naaman takes action. He goes to the king, that he has already found favor with the king. That's also another marking of a very good leader, is that he finds favor. And number 4, he acknowledges the king. So he goes to the king to seek permission to go to Israel. The king obliges him and writes a letter that he will carry to the king of Israel, and the letter says, "Heal my servant of his leprosy." So Naaman, with his caravan and his horses and his people, he's carrying gifts. He's carrying silver, gold, and raiment. He approaches the king of Israel, shows him the letter, and the king of Israel is shocked when he reads the letter that is saying, "Heal my servant of his leprosy." And he says, "Have I become God to kill and to make alive, that now someone is asking me that I can heal leprosy?" And these words he's speaking are the same words that Hannah spoke. 2 Samuel chapter 2 verse 6. The same words Hannah spoke when God opened her womb. When she was rejoicing and praying and thanking God, she said, "God kills and God makes alive. God kills and God makes alive." So the king of Israel thinks that the king of Aram wants to quarrel with him, that maybe he wants war. Meanwhile, Elisha the prophet has already heard that the king is distressed and that he has rent his clothes. So he sends word to the king saying, "Bring him to me. Let him know that there's a prophet in Israel who can actually heal diseases." So Naaman comes to the prophet Elisha, but Elisha does not even come to meet him at the door. There's no ceremony, there's nothing. Elisha just sends a servant who comes and says, "Go and dip yourself in the river Jordan 7 times, and your skin will come out clean and like that of a baby." Naaman is upset. He had expected some protocol, some ceremony. He's upset. So again, another marking of a very good leader is that you show your vulnerable side. So Naaman raves and runs, and he's actually very, very upset. And his servants, they call him Father. They plead with him and say, "Father, if he had asked you to do something great, would you not have done it?" So he listens to them. So one other marking of a very good leader is that your people love you so much that they call you Father, and you love them back. They feel that they're family to you. They don't just feel that they serve you, but they actually feel that they're family to you. So they call him Father. So he listens, and he dips himself in the river Jordan 7 times. 7 times, just like the prophet has said. So a very good leader follows instructions 7 times, not 5 times, not 3 times, not 10 times. He obtains results. He comes out of the river, and his skin is as healthy as that of a newborn baby. Clean, smooth, spotless, no blemish. And he goes back to say thank you. A good leader goes back to say thank you. He wants to give gifts to Elisha the prophet, but Elisha declines. He says that this is not a time for him to receive gifts, but he has said thank you. Remember, he had already carried gifts while he was embarking on this journey. He had already carried silver, gold, and raiment, which means I would see it as optimism. So again, I'd say that a very good leader is optimistic. He was already optimistic that he was going to get his healing, and he carried gifts to come to say thank you to the prophet after he would obtain his healing. So we are also leaders in our own right, in different levels of leadership. Some of us leaders at the top, some of us leaders at the middle. We are leaders in different capacities. The issue here is, are we very good leaders? If we are very good leaders, we will know by these qualities. Number one, do we listen? Number two, do we take action? Or are we procrastinators? Number three, have we found favor already? Remember, Naaman found favor because of his exemplary service. Do we find favor with the king or the guy at the top? Naaman acknowledges the king. Do we acknowledge God the Father? Do we acknowledge those that are superior, those that have a hierarchy over us? Gifts. Do we carry gifts? Do we know how to say thank you? Naaman was carrying silver, gold, and raiment, which was going to present to the prophet Elisha for obtaining his healing. Are we optimistic? Do we have faith that things will work out? Do we have faith that solution will be found for our problems? Do we have faith? Do we have hope? Are we optimistic? 7. Naaman runs and raves and gets very upset, and he shows it. Do we show our vulnerable side, or are we always pretending that we are very strong? A very good leader shows his vulnerable side. Father. His people called him Father. His team called him Father. The people that follow us, or the people that are under us, do they love us enough to call us Father? And do we love them back? Have we showed him love? Have we showed them love that they can call us Father? And do they also show us love that they may call us Father? That is also another marking of a very good leader. Following instructions. Naaman was told to dip himself 7 times in the river Jordan, and he followed. Do we follow instructions? When the doctor says, swallow your tablets, 2 tablets in the morning, 2 tablets in the evening after meals, do we follow instructions? When the doctor says, stop smoking, do we follow instructions? When the doctor says, start exercising, do we follow instructions? Obtaining results. A good leader, a very good leader, obtains results. Let us now, and remember, we all remember to say thank you. A good leader knows how to appreciate and to say thank you. So today we've been considering the qualities of a very good leader, and we're going to rate ourselves out of 10. Rate ourselves. How good are we? Are we very good leaders ourselves? How good are we at listening? We rate ourselves out of 10. How good are we at taking action? We rate ourselves out of 10. Have we found favor? We rate ourselves out of 10. Do we acknowledge the King, the God the Father? We rate ourselves out of 10. Do we offer gifts? Do we know how to say thank you? Are we optimistic? We rate ourselves out of 10. Do we show our vulnerable side when we are upset? Do we show our vulnerable side? And remember that our team will still love us even when they know that we are upset. Have we created that environment where our team can be free to tell us, Father, listen to me. Mom, listen to me. Follow my advice. Rate ourselves. Let's rate ourselves out of 10. Instructions. Do we follow instructions? Let's rate ourselves out of 10. Do we obtain results? Let us rate ourselves out of 10. And do we say thank you? Let us rate ourselves out of 10. Remember, some of us, the problems we have are hidden. They are not like Naaman's leprosy, which everyone could see. Some of us, the problems we have are hidden from people. But are we free enough to tell the people in our team, to tell those that are close to us that we're going through something big, so that they can offer us their support and their help? Now, that is also the markings of a very good leader. A very good leader is not afraid to show his vulnerable side. A good leader is not afraid to show his vulnerable side. A good leader is ready to receive support from his team, to receive help from his team. A good leader listens to advice and takes action. A very good leader is optimistic, believing that things will be okay after all. So this is what I have for today. The next time we shall be talking about Queen of Sheba and seeing what type of a leader she is as she travels to Israel to talk to the king, or to King Solomon, we shall be asking ourselves, is she a very good leader? If yes, what qualities are these that she has portrayed as a good leader, and can we emulate them? Remember, we are also leaders in different uh, capacities in life, and our desire is that we be very good leaders. So thank you very much for listening to me, leaders. As I come to the end of my session today, I'm asking you, please subscribe, share, comment. If you're and rate yourself. If you're a very good leader, rate yourself. If you are not very good leader, there's always room for improvement. Thank you and bye.